Alrighty, 3 kilometres, here we go. G'day, Rob here on the Have a Go channel, and bringing you, as the title says, me attempting and maybe succeeding at a 3 kilometre run. Now, you might be correct in assuming 3 kilometres, that's not that far, but basically, I haven't gone for a proper run in a while, and if you've been keeping up with the shorts that I've been doing, I'm in a group chat where a few of my mates put in goals, fitness and strength goals that they wanted to hit for 2024, and I have my own, which I'll get to sometime in the year, but I thought, you know what, I'll have a go at all of these. Thought about starting the channel a while ago and then saw this, and just a lot of things fell into place and decided I'd add it all in together. So this is the first of those, but these will just pop up every now and again when I feel like doing one of these for a week. And yeah, so today it was, or yesterday is when I did it, but this week was running 3 kilometers, which was set by one of the guys in the group, who also wants to get back into health and fitness and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I just went out and ran. If you're not somebody who's used to running, like I used to run a fair bit. I played rugby league almost all my life up until a few years ago, and it's just really a mental game. You just have to keep going. Like the whole time I was not really enjoying it, I would say. You know, I felt good that I was able to keep going. I was going very slow for a lot of it, but I was able to just keep moving, which is really the most important part. So basically a rundown of how the run went. I measured out 1 kilometre on the footpath that extends out of where we live, in the estate that we live in, which ran there before, walked there all the time. It's a nice, good, easy bit. There's a few ups and downs, but it doesn't go across any roads, sort of. There's kind of a driveway, but, you know, that's not really a big issue. But I measured out 1 kilometre and then, you know, just went up and back until I was finished. So the first kilometre, exactly how it feels to, like, literally break rust off. That's what it felt like. It was just shaking it off of my body as I was running. It was tough. The whole time, you know, I was just trying to get myself into that rhythm. Whenever I run, in the odd occasion that I do run, I don't listen to music. I prefer to listen to my footfalls and, like, just get into that rhythm of my breathing and my heart rate, which is very easy to get into rhythm with because it feels like it's bursting out of my chest, and just listening to my feet hit the ground and trying to work from there. And then as soon as I finished that first K, coming up on the 1 kilometre turnaround, start my 2nd kilometre. It's just exactly as tough as I expected it to be, but that's what it's all about.
1 kilometre in 7 minutes 14 seconds.
Swung around, went in for the second one, had a big burst of speed, and that lasted maybe 200 metres, if that. And then it felt like I was crawling compared to how I was before, but just kept trudging through. And that was by far the hardest, because the way the path goes is going the way I was on the 2nd kilometre. It's more like long creeping inclines and then like quick declines. So it actually, it's sort of like, even though there's lots of ups and downs both ways, just that long creeping incline made it much harder. But then by the time I finished that, spun around on the 3rd one, coming up on 2 Ks, about to turn around, bring it home. Barely got past it in a walk, but
2 kilometres in 15 minutes 35 seconds. Average pace 7 minutes 47 seconds per kilometre.
Just gotta keep going.
And brought it home. All I could think about was getting to that finish line. That last lap felt like it went for a million years.
We're on the home stretch now. Trying to pick up some speed. It's just not coming. That's fine. Just keep going. Just keep plugging away. The only person I'm racing with is myself. The only person I need to beat is myself. Don't even worry about it.
It just kept going and going and going. And then even you will see little clips interspersed here of me recording while I was running. It's not pretty.
Coming up on the finish line. Cannot believe I'm about to finish. Here we go. Feels like eternity getting there. But here we are at the end of 3 kilometres. Not gonna lie, that was both easier and harder than I thought it was gonna be.
Not nice, but I just wanted to have some kind of proof, because I felt like if I just sat down here and went, yeah, I ran 3 kilometers. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I had to go at it. I did my best, and that's kind of the whole point of this channel. Like, even if I'm doing some silly stuff, or if I'm really getting in and doing something hard, I'm really not very much looking to like be the best or anything. And I find that a lot of the time people will go online looking for, you know, an influencer, let's say. Not that I ever want to be known as that, but like that kind of thing, or a YouTuber or whatever that is doing something, and they're like, this is how you do it the best way. And I think that puts a lot of people off. I think that they go online and they see somebody doing something like the best, absolute best way, or they're seeing the tippity top level people do this thing. And I think that there's a big gap where people should be able to come online and see somebody who's not that good at something having a go at it. Not for comedic purposes, although sometimes kind of. It can be funny, but just being like, you know, you don't have to be the best. You don't have to run the fastest kilometer or mile. You don't have to lift the heaviest weights. You don't have to be the most jacked bodybuilder out there. But you can just do stuff. And that I'm talking about mostly physical, like strength and cardio stuff, but it could be anything. Like, I don't know what I'll be doing for the rest of the year. You know, maybe I'll have a go at knitting one day. And it's all about just trying new things. So I just got in, had a go, and tried to run 3 kilometers, and I managed to run, or at least kind of jog 3 kilometers.
Didn't set out, you know, just steamroll through 3Ks, but did set out to have a go. And that's what it's all about, really. Don't worry about what people are going to say, what people are going to think, what's going on in your own head. Everything's up here, you know? I think I might save it for future me when I'm not too out of breath.
And I felt great afterwards. I feel like a hammered piece of crap today. Oh, my body was not ready for that. But that's the price you pay when you take the do or die attitude and just jump in the deep end. Should I have maybe ran a kilometer last week to see how my body was? Maybe, but I didn't, and I still managed to do it. And quite frankly, if I can do it, most anyone can do it, I reckon. So yeah, that's pretty much all from me, and thank you very much for watching. I will see you next week.
But, you know,
3 kilometres in 24 minutes 13 seconds. Average pace 8 minutes 4 seconds per kilo.
just gotta keep pushing through. Just, you know, it's all in the mental game.